Hello, everybody. It's Thursday afternoon. This is Diane Spadola, and welcome to the Thursday afternoon tune-up. This is episode number 71, and this video series is brought to you by Accelerate Your Success, the business booster program for artists and entertainers. We have a free Facebook group called Accelerate Your Success, where we provide all kinds of learning and free resources and tools and conversations about marketing and business development. So jump on over there when I'm done and see if you can join the group. Think of this video as your informational and inspirational pit stop before the weekend, which is like your busy race. Okay, so today what I want to talk about is the importance of having an email list. I think in probably the last 24 hours, I've had numerous people tell me that they were going off of social media because it has just gotten crazy. And if you were on social media during COVID, and you're still on social media, I give you credit. I am lucky that my feed is filled with balloon sculptures and artistry and cool makeup. So I don't really have a problem, but I do know that it can be overwhelming at times, and like watching the news too much can create a lot of frustration and anxiety. So in addition to that, I wanted to tell you that it's really important for you to have an email list for a bunch of reasons. Not only are your ideal clients exiting social media in droves currently, but unlike social media, you own your email list, all right? Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can take it down for the day. Nobody can kick you off. Okay, which is things that have happened to business owners for all kinds of reasons, and sometimes they don't make sense. So if you're really adamant about staying in touch with your people, you need to get their names and emails for a list that you control. And the other reason that you want an email list is because then you have a direct contact with them. It allows you to kind of love on them all that you want. You can send them free stuff. You can provide them with coupons or coupon codes. You can wish them happy birthday. You can ask how their kids are. You can do all of those things, which is very difficult to do on social media unless you're actually friends with the person. Because on social media, the people that follow your page are not going to see your posts. Trust me, don't kill the messenger. They are not going to see your posts because Facebook will not let them see your posts. Only about 10%, and that's really on the high side, of the people that follow your page will see your posts on a natural basis. And the reason for that is because Facebook would like you to buy ads to boost the engagement with your posted material. But if you have your own email list, not only do you not have to worry about the numbers, but then you also don't have to think about whether Facebook ads are appropriate or cost effective or provide a return on investment to you, because we kind of take that out of the equation. So you own it and control it. It allows you to love on your people as much as you want because you have a direct relationship with them. And many people right now are exiting social media because of all the issues that are going on in the world. So you need two things if you're going to have an email list. You need a place to keep track of the emails, which is called a customer relationship manager, or CRM for short. I utilize a CRM function that's inside Manager Sal, which is my booking database. But there are all kinds of CRMs out there, which is basically, it's a big database that allows you to keep track of your customers, contacts, relationships, It allows you to actually keep track of how often you talk to somebody, when, and put in notes about that specific conversation or communication. In addition to a CRM, I recommend that you have something called a juicy freebie. And a juicy freebie could be an article, it could be a blog post, it could be a form or a template or a checklist that you provide to your customers and contacts and people that are in touch with you in exchange for them giving you their email. Okay? So I have a lot of ways of collecting emails for my business. I have 2 different newsletters. One goes to clients and one goes to the artists and entertainers in the world. I maintain those 2 separate lists in an email provider called Constant Contact. That allows me to send out newsletters, 800 at a time, to people that have provided me with their email address. Now, I will be the first to admit, in the last 2 weeks, I got an awful lot of unsubscribes because I spent the last 2 weeks selling, for lack of a better term, to artists and entertainers to invite them to come into my membership group. But that's done now. The membership group is closed. We're not going to have any more selling about the membership group until the next time it opens, which will be after Halloween. So if you're interested in staying on my newsletter, you don't have to do anything. But if you unsubscribe because you got a bajillion emails from me, come back. It's just brushing up with Bella Faccia, and it's tips and tools for being more effective in your business. So let me give you 5 ways that you can start to collect emails for your email list. All right, mention you need a customer relationship manager, a CRM, to keep track, unless you're just really good to keep it on an Excel spreadsheet, which is fine until it gets really, really big. You also need the juicy freebie. Okay, so you need 2 things. You need something that you can give to people when they have decided to share their email address, and a place to keep track of them as you're collecting. So let me give you 5 ways that you can actually collect emails from your customers, your contacts, and the people that you meet. One of the things that you can do is you can do a Facebook Live from your business page, okay? Or you can create a post that talks about your juicy freebie. My juicy freebie is the 10 questions you need to ask your artist or entertainer before hiring them, okay? So that's what I offer to people if they ask for a quote, if they call me to ask about availability. I say, would you like my article on 10 questions to ask? Because I know they're calling other people looking for artists. You know, I'm not naive that they're only going to call me one and that's it. So I want to make sure that they're asking the right questions. Okay. So I offer them these 10 questions. And if they like that, I then offer them a note-taking form so that they can keep notes on the 10 questions as they make their phone calls. So you're going to do a Facebook Live or create a post about your juicy freebie. On Instagram, you can't request people's email addresses. But what you can do is you can put your opt-in, which is the juicy freebie. You can put a link to that, which requests their email address, in your bio on Instagram. Or you can ask them to DM you, and then you will send out the juicy freebie. If they DM their email address, you will send them the freebie. Secondly, you can have a pop-up on your website so that when somebody lands on your website and they're looking around, investigating all the goodness that you have to offer, you're going to have a thing that pops up and says, would you like to stay in touch? Would you like to go on our newsletter list? Would you like to be aware of monthly promotions? I don't care what you say, as long as you follow through and do that. But that thing pops up. The person says, of course, I want to stay in touch with you. And they give you their email address, and then you mail them the freebie. So that's 2. Facebook Live, pop up on your website. Then you also want to make sure that if you are actually doing bookings or providing services or things, products, if you will, to your customers, that every thank you page contains a chance for them to sign up and get your freebie, your juicy freebie. Okay? So again, when you thank them for purchasing, thank you for booking, thank you for having us, thank you for buying this, whatever it is, you're going to say, would you like to stay in touch? If so, type your email here. Okay? 4, if you are selling on Etsy or Amazon or any other true sales cart where people are buying a product that they're going to physically hold in their hand, you can invite them to join your list, either in the product description, or you can offer in the description on your site to give them a coupon code that they can use for their next purchase. You can also incorporate that into the thank you page. And then lastly, when you are out and about, which I know a lot of people are not out and about right now, but when you are, you're going to be collecting business cards of people that you meet. All right. You may be going into a bank and the business cards are right there. You may go into a doctor's office and the doctor's business cards are right there. As you collect those business cards, you can send them an email, offer them your juicy freebie, and ask if they'd like to stay in touch. Okay. So all those business cards that you have piled up somewhere around your office, now's the time to put them in that database, because it's only when you have their email that you can be guaranteed that you have a one-to-one communication channel. That's it for this week. See you next week. Have a good weekend.